Hello Internet, today I'll be showing you how to make wood flowers out of a few sticks. For this project, you're gonna wanna have a rotary tool with a sanding drum and a knife of some sort. So for the blossom part, I'm gonna be using this stick right here. And the first thing I'm gonna do is take my knife and remove all of the bark. And that'll be done right now. Okay, with the bark removed, now I'm gonna cut the stick into a bunch of different sections. For this size of stick, I think I can get 4 flowers out of it. So right now I'm gonna mark them, and I'm gonna make them about this big. Okay, and for some scale, here's my Swiss Army knife next to it. So it's about a little over 3/4 the size. So now I'll just make 3 more. Okay, with everything marked out, now I'll just take it outside and cut it with just a normal handsaw. And I'll do that right now. Okay, with that done, I have 4 separate pieces. Now what I have to do is I have to draw out where I'm going to use my rotary tool. So you're gonna wanna start by making a mark in the center and then splitting it into 3 equal sections. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the shape of a flower, and we have to figure out where to end each of the petals. So halfway between the marks, make a line about 3/4 of the way down, and now you can draw the shape. And so you want it to touch the line you just draw. Okay, now with everything drawn, I'll show you what you need to grind out. So what you have to do is remove like these triangle parts, and then also go in with your sand drum and go along the edges. And so when you do that, you'll be able to define the petals and separate them. Also, go around the bottom and smooth it out. And for the top, you can just leave it for now. Okay, so with that done, as you can see, I went over the grooves with my sanding drum. And now I have the petals all defined. So the bottom, I rounded off, and the top, I just left it because the next step is gonna be working on the top. So to do the top, I'm gonna draw a small circle, and the parts that were cut out are gonna be able to go all the way to there. And for the top of the petals, I'm gonna just remove a bunch of wood material, and so there's a divot. If you don't understand, you'll see it what I mean when I'm done. So now that we're finished drawing, I'm just gonna take my sanding drum and remove a bunch of material. And I'll do that right now. Okay, with that done, as you can see, I removed a bunch of material, but it looks rough and ugly and stuff. So I'm gonna take my 220 grit sandpaper and I'm gonna sand it. You'll know when to stop because it will be all smooth. So now that it's all smooth, like, it's really nice to hold. Now we have to make a stem because right now it's just a blossom and it's not really a flower. And so I have to find a good piece of wood. It has to be straight, well, relatively straight, and it has to be pretty thin. So the piece of wood that I chose to use is this. It has nice, like, it has things which I could use for the leaves. Also, you have to remove the stuff off the top so that it fits into the flower. Because if it doesn't fit in, then you'll have to glue it and it won't look good. So with that removed, it's pretty much ready to be used. But what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your knife and whittle away at the top because it's a bit thick, and so you're gonna need a pretty big drill bit. So you'll whittle it so it's a bit smaller, and then you can just drill into there. And I'll do that right now. Okay, so with the hole drilled, they just stick together. But I don't think it's done yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my wood burner, define a bunch of the edges, and then oil it so it has a richer color. And the final product looks like this.